All right, having a great time here at GosuCamp, I assume?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Awesome. Why don't you go ahead and tell us who you are, give us a little bit of background about yourself, introduce yourself.
Sure, I'm Ben Barnabas McCurley. I've been playing games for 10, 15 years. I mean, I started with Warcraft, worked my way up there. Tried to play SimCity 2000 Pro. They wouldn't let me do it. They said there wasn't a pro scene. I got all upset. Just started some fires in my city, and that was the end of it. But
Set off the nuclear reactors.
Right.
Just
yeah.
nuke it from orbit.
Yeah.
Only way to be sure, you're right.
Yeah, microwave oven thing. I'm not sure how that worked, but apparently, like the satellite burned up your city. I just did that, and then switched on to Warcraft, and the rest is history.
Warcraft 2 or?
Warcraft 1, played all through the single player.
That game was so awesome.
I mean...
Summon the water elemental. Game over.
I completely blame my sister because her boyfriend just handed a copy to me one day. He kind of slid it across the tables like, "You'll never go back." And that was true. Yeah, I just played from there.
Okay, so were you competitive in the later Warcrafts? Warcraft 3?
I didn't play any of the Warcrafts competitively. I did not like upkeep whatsoever. Warcraft 3, it completely ruined the game for me. I mean, I'm sure it's a great game, but I could not handle it. So I played a little bit of FPS stuff. I mean, I played Unreal Tournament, the original, and then I moved on to such things like Battlefield 1942, and I was really heavily competitive in Battlefield 2142. I played for TWL, and we were top of the ladder for a very, very long time. I played with a really great bunch of guys called Mace. They were top of the game as far as that game ever was. They also played in COD4, are currently playing in Bad Company. I mean, they're definitely up there. I played a bunch of local tournaments, won a couple of those. I mean, it's kind of what I've been doing.
Were you competitive in StarCraft Brood War during that time?
I played a little bit of Icy Cup. I mean, if you look me up, my highest was like D. I mean, I just was not into the competitive scene. I was more like, hey, I'm already the best of all my friends. Nobody can beat me locally. I've already won a couple local tournaments. I don't care
Why
anymore.
get better, right?
I mean, there was nobody driving me towards that success. And of course, with StarCraft 2, I mean, everybody's coming out of the woodwork to play this game, so I mean, it's definitely a lot more excitement.
So your friends are getting involved with StarCraft 2?
Not only that, I mean, just an example, my buddy works at Olive Garden, and 4 people came up to him last week and asked him, "Oh, hey, what's up with the StarCraft game? What's going on with that? I think I'm going to buy it." Like, that doesn't happen with regular PC games. You don't have a popular consensus that it is a popular game. I mean, there's already been sold like 11.5 million copies or something crazy. Like, it's the fastest selling RTS game ever. I mean, it's going to be the one, and that's what I want to compete in,
All right, so have you, now obviously GosuCamp, we're taking people, trying to help them get better at the game. Obviously you're here to get better. Mm-hmm. Have you had lessons from GosuCoaching.com? Like, how did you find out about this?
Team Liquid, just saw the posts. I considered it for about 3 weeks, thought about it really carefully. I'm like, you know what? This has got to be the way to intro yourself into coaching or into the pro scene in general. Just go meet the people, figure out what they do and what their practices are, and then mimic that for the rest of the time. And I mean, we would love to have done that during the beta, but of course we couldn't do that. So now we're here the first week or third week or whatever it is of the release, and that's just soon enough. I mean, it's all the excitement's here now. The big tournaments are going to be this month. It's definitely a good time to go.
So you're getting into StarCraft 2 to get really just out there, get your name out there, try to join a team and get competitive, or just want to dominate your friends?
I mean, if I'm that good, I'm going to. But
yeah.
I mean, there's a certain skill cap that everyone's going to hit, and maybe I have the time and the ability to pass that. Maybe I don't, but that's what I really want to find out,
Okay, so it's about...
I had the time.
It's about 4 o'clock now. The day's been going on, and done a couple other interviews. So how's the coaching been for you so far this first day?
Absolutely exciting. I mean, they have a lot of wealth of knowledge, all the coaches do, about what you can do basic and advanced to get better. There's specific things that you can go over in person that you cannot do over any other medium. So that's what's nice about the camp style thing. But of course, there's also a lot of things that generally about gameplay that they can tell you, over VoIP or directly from replays if they want to. I mean, it's just amazing watching them in person what they do as well, and getting the actual hand motions and the actual... I mean, a guy told me not to keep my pinky solid. That's how specific he got. I'm like, okay, relax pinky. All right, check. I mean, it's definitely been very interesting.
So definitely watching the pros. I mean, it's one thing seeing VODs or watching online Pro League in the Korean scene. We all see the pro gamers in the booths and we can watch their first-person VODs, but really just seeing people in the flesh playing, you can see their hand movements, how, and them explaining why they do what they do really helps, huh?
I mean, on VODs and on replays, I can see that they moved a probe all the way across the map to scout. They looked around for a minute, they kept it from dying, and then moved out. What I didn't see is they didn't actually look at their screen whatsoever doing that. They're actually macroing, they're going over here, building another base. Really, they spent like 1/8 of their time on that one little movement that's all cool and exciting in a VOD, So, I mean, like, what the caster is focusing on is not in any way what you can get from that game. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so what are your expectations? What are your goals out of this camp? I know we hit one of them, and that was a very exciting time. I don't mean to steal your thunder, so go ahead. So we just got a player who just got in the Diamond League.
It's pretty exciting. Can we get a shot of the player?
Woo! Head and
well, I mean, I definitely, my first goal was to get out of Platinum into Diamond. I mean, I felt like I was a Diamond player. I knew I had that ability, and then within the first 3 hours of playing with coaching, I got there. So, I mean, it was not in any way anything I was doing wrong on the metagame, but on just certain controls and what I was doing in between times between battles and stuff like that was not what I was a key component of what I should be doing.
So what are your goals now? Now you've hit Diamond, so you're going to go home? Or
yeah,
I'm done, guys.
Right now, I'm done. Well, I mean, my first goal was that, and I figured I would get that relatively soon, and I hoped that I would. So my next goal after that is I have a competition with CP Open, which is cyberneticpunks.com. That competition's on August 21st, and I'm going to prepare for that and try and, at least get in the top 16. But of course, I have to face you in my first round, so that should be kind of interesting. And if I lose that, whatever, that's my goal now. Yep.
Awesome. Okay, well, thank you so much for your time. Any shout-outs? Anybody you want to say hello to?
CyberneticPunks.com, a great site. They have a lot of information about StarCraft 2, and then they also do a lot of stuff with TL and, of course, Team Liquid. So, that definitely.
All right, well, thank you so much for your time, Ben.
Yep, appreciate it.